presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. It is one of the most difficult golf courses in the United States, Oakmont Country Club outside Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo, who was a part of that dramatic U.S. Open in 1994 at Oakmont, ultimately won by Ernie Els. Frank, when you think of Oakmont, what comes to mind?
The difficulty of the golf course, Rich. I know a lot's changed over the last 20 or so years. A lot of the trees have been removed. But really, that wasn't the story of Oakmont. It's the slick greens, how firm and fast they can be. The members there, for example, they marvel at the fact that people think they're fast. They say we putt on these greens every single day, and they're certainly no slower. But it's the bunkering as well. There's 210 bunkers here. They're all in play. And it just has that history. When you step on Oakmont, you just know you are walking on not one of the great courses in North America, but one of the great courses in golf.
Now at the first, 482-yard opening par 4. Well, this one's sweet, Frank.
Super.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Now the game's #1 player, Rory McIlroy, ready with his approach. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. This one just requires a little bit of focus. All right, good putt.
The rhythm of that stroke. Didn't try and bash it in the back.
Settles in always with excellent posture over the ball. This could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second. He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Frank, he took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
So here we are at the 3rd hole, par 4, again 428 yards. Frank, have you ever seen anything quite like the bunkering that we have here on the left side of this hole?
No, the church pews, they're famous obviously for Oakmont, and they have that tendency to drag your eye to that left side. Really, you hit anything that you can get off on the fairway off this tee, whether it's a long iron, I don't care what it is. If you want to try and hit driver down there, well, good luck, because this really is about the second shot. Somehow avoid that trouble there so you've got a second shot. That's an absolute beauty.
Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
That will be a great look at birdie. Locked in on the read and the speed. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. Frank, at Oakmont, you have to take advantage of scoring opportunities when they present themselves. Is this one of those moments here, the par 5, 4th hole at 609 yards?
It'll certainly be one of the holes that determine the champion, because the difference between making 4 and 6 on this hole is extremely slim. Very, very stringent tee shot. You're heading towards those church pews and trying to cut the ball away from it. It's easy to see why Jack Nicklaus, who faded the ball, and Ben Hogan won around here.
Well, that was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. For birdie. Well done. Another birdie, and now 3 under par. Take you up now to the 5th hole, 382-yard par 4. Frank, what do you think of the 5th?
An excellent tee shot is required here with just a long iron. Even something as short as a 4-iron is fine because the hole's not overly long. If you can bisect the bunkers on both sides, that's the key there. Second shot's going to be a little downhill.
That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that hanging in the sky.
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle. I mean, this skill, and that was sublime.
Just good hands, coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position. Starting to fire on all cylinders, a couple of birdies in a row, and now 4 under. And now to the par 3 6th here at Oakmont, measuring in at just under 200 yards. Frank, I know you love boxing as I do. McIlroy has that big punch knockout ability, it has you on the edge of your seat because you know at any moment he might end the fight.
Yeah, there's always a spark there, or a little simmer, and you think it's just going to burst into flames at one stage and just ignite Rory over any.
It's in! He made an ace, Frank. Can you believe it? Wow. All right, Frank, take us down onto the 7th hole, par 4 at 434 yards.
Another one that's just another great driving hole. Bunkers on both sides of the fairway, so you can't really bail out either way. Used to be some trees in that down the right side. They've been removed, replaced now by fescue. So if you do miss those bunkers right or left, it's not exactly going to be the easiest chip out to the fairway. Another one that's a must-hit fairway. Reason why? It's a long par 4, and it's the only way you can hit this par 4 and 2.
Not a single weakness today. What a performance.
Well, when he goes after it like he is here.
Just amazing what they're able to do with that golf swing. Hit it so far at that size. Not overly big, but man, can really move it a long ways. Well, that was a beautiful drive, Frank. Really good position to take advantage.
Sitting up beautifully in the fairway.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Great effort right there, and a great chance to knock in that short putt. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
Well, we'll never know if that had gone in because it never made it.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, the par 3 8th, it will take a player's very best strike.
Yeah, it's not often you see the odd driver come out of the bag, but when a hole can be stretched out to close to 300 yards, then everybody in the field needs some heavy artillery. It's a big, long par 3. Green does feed a little bit to the left, but at that distance, no hole is easy.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
That was like Usain Bolt, Frank, right through the tape.
Yeah, that first step, that was never going to stop.
Well, in the sand, but it has been raked nicely, looking for something positive.
Yeah, it's a big green. Just managed to get it smack bang in the middle of it.
Rory McIlroy looking to take advantage with this putt. That's costly right there.
Painful.
Now at 5 under for the round. Here we are at the 9th, par 4, 477 yards. Frank, this is a rugged hole.
It is. It used to be a par 5. Some say it should still be a par 5. Long, straight hole, runs alongside the first hole there. Bunkers left and right. And, of course, if you find the rough, the remnants of what used to be a par 5 is that nice little cross bunker in the middle of the fairway, which forces you to lay up. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Good swing, good shot yet again. About 25 feet from the cup. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Might be. Could be. Oh, yeah, he's going to love that one, Frank. Sensational effort.
Oh, just eat that up.
Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Take a look now at the 10th hole, Frank. Par 4, 462 yards.
Yeah, this one can play a lot of different distances. And the reason why is if you can sneak a driver to catch the downslope, it can run all the way down. You can have just a wedge in here. If you're not as fortunate and you leave it hanging up on that hill, it plays a good 200 yards for your second. Oh, that's off the beaten track. You've got 5 minutes to find it.
He'll need to be strong with this. Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. He can really get red hot with a putter. Let's see what McIlroy does. Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No, just a good putt, though. There's no two ways about that. He's putting well.
Par for McIlroy, but you're just waiting for that moment when he hits that accelerator and pulls away. Pretty short hole here at the 11th. It's only 379 yards, par 4.
This is not heading in the right direction.
Well, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. He pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You'll need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
This is a good-looking shot. Early part of this second nine, a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Keeping pace. Good stuff right there. 6 under par. Well, the par 5 12th here at Oakmont is no cupcake. It measures in at 667 yards.
Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good. Great Bobby Jones used to say the hardest shot in golf's the next one. Judging by that light, it's not going to be too hard. Second shot.
Oh, no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is going, gone.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
You like that right there, Frank?
Beautiful lag putt. Great pace.
Just a couple of feet. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. All right, Frank, at the par 3 13th at 183 yards, what do you see here?
Well, there's a lot of things to consider, but the general slope of this green really makes you either hit to a specific section on the green or just try and keep the ball below the hole. It's always easy to putt uphill on fast greens. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
Oh, he's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
And getting ready for the putt. Tough game, Frank. You can hit 300-yard drives and miss 3-foot putts.
Yeah, there's the ecstasy, and that's the agony.
That is a painful miss right there. And a bogey. Drop shot here at the 13th. So not his best work. He'll walk away with a bogey. 14, pretty short par 4 at 358 yards. Frank?
Get the ball in play here, and certainly your best opportunity for birdie on the second nine so far.
That is a heat-seeking missile right there. Wow.
Errant tee shot here, Rich, but going to have to muscle this one out of the rough.
Frank, just into that first cut.
Yeah, it's sitting up. Really, this isn't too bad a situation.
Oh, looked like he caught a flyer. Oh, without a doubt, that will be on the highlight reel later tonight. Excellent shot. All teed up at the 15th. It's a par 4 of 499 yards. What a test here, Frank.
It certainly is. The tee shot here is a little bit like the par 5 12th, where the fairway slopes quite severely from left to right. It means the pews there on the left side are actually not a bad place to aim at. You just have to allow for that kick and roll towards the right. Oh, if this is up, it's good. Oh, that was sweet. Straight down the middle.
Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second. That one is bunker bound, it looks like. Well, he'd like to have that one back in the bunker.
Still a chance to get it up and down.
All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
You really have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know, it might just go in.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Routine stuff for Rory, that's a par. Frank, this is a point in the round where you really need to summon your best stuff. Par 3 of 231 yards. You know the pressure's building. We're at the 16th hole. And you have a long iron in hand. You can't flinch. You can't take it halfway back and go. This has to be the complete swing, and you have to really have the nerve on this shot.
Yeah, this shot has to be hitting right out of the button, that's for sure. One thing to consider, though, in the back of your mind, it's always better putting back uphill. Well, uphill is actually from the back of this green. So you actually can be a little braver on 16 than what you might think standing on that tee, because a little long is better than a little short.
And that one lands in the first cut, Frank.
Interesting choice coming ahead here. It'll be interesting to see how he reads this lie. I mean, this skill, and that was sublime.
Just good hands, coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position.
Well, for such a strong man, weak putt.
Now I'll have to make this just to avoid making Michael Dublé. Wow, I thought he made that. Yeah, that really hurts, Frank, missing the bogey putt.
Yeah, now time to get the handkerchief. Double bogey coming up.
So a tester from 4 feet. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. 17th hole at Oakmont, par 4. Only 313 yards, and yet, Frank, it was so pivotal. The last U.S. Open played here in 2007.
It was pivotal for a lot of different reasons. Strategy being one. Some elected to go down the right side with just a mid-iron. Others went directly at the green, did not get the ball up and down. Furyk and Tiger Woods come to mind in that situation. You can see the green's just perched up there. If you do lay it up, you don't quite get a full look at this green because you have to lay it up down that right side.
That one was running so hot. Looking to splash this softly onto the green. That is always so disappointing from that kind of a spot when you come up short.
Yeah, you're licking your chops over that one. A shot you think you could hit.
Oh, dude, that in the hole. Tremendous shot. This is where so many of the legends, from Hogan to Nicklaus to Miller to Els, made their imprint. And don't forget about Angel Cabrera, the last time the U.S. Open was played here. The 18th hole, the clubhouse straight ahead. What a view, and what a moment in the championship.
Well, when he goes after it like he is here. Huge with a capital H.
Moved it a long ways. Frank, such an advantage when you can hit that far.
It's not fair.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. Locked in on the read and the speed. Bit of a disappointment there. Par for McIlroy, but you're just waiting for that moment when he hits that accelerator and pulls away. Frank, just some great golf here today.
Yeah, that's a round to remember. Not often you play that well and you feel like you were head and shoulders above the rest of the field.
What a thrill to watch. And for Frank Nobilo and our entire team, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now.